We'd like to do an exercise to highlight valuable observations and teaching skills. I'm going to give you 1 minute to strategize in your groups, and then I'll ask you to send one representative up from your group to talk out here. Go ahead and begin.
All right, so you should probably know what blocks we have. So we've got lots of different red ones,
Sort them by color.
a few yellow ones.
All right, that's 1 minute. So if you would, send a representative up to share information.
Okay, so the bottom layer is two 2x4 blacks side by side.
Okay.
Right behind that is two 2x4 reds side by side.
Okay.
And then a 4x4 white and a 4x4 yellow, making up kind of the tail side by side.
4x4 white and a 4x4 yellow. Makes it the tail. Okay.
Okay, now holding that together on the one side is the long, skinny 8 square red, 1x8.
Okay.
And then on the other side, on the very outside, is a 4x1 yellow and a 4x1 red to hold the pieces together, starting at the back. So on the 2x2,
Yep.
start back there
Yep.
and take the 1x8
Yep.
along the outside of one side, and the two 1x4s along the outside of the other side.
Great. So we've got black, red, yellow, and white,
Mm-hmm.
and then a red,
And a red and a yellow.
and red and yellow are the others.
They make
opposite
rails.
sides. Okay. Okay.
All right. Now take another minute back at your teams.
I think we got this. See if it's right.
All right, next representative.
right, Dave.
Go Dave. Go Dave.
That's right. Go ahead and begin.
How can I help you?
Okay. We have. Can I tell you my bottom layer?
I would love to
Okay.
hear your bottom layer.
So we've got the 2x4 thick pieces,
Mhm.
2 black ones, sort of next to each other,
Mhm.
and then 2 red ones next to each other.
Perfect.
And then we have the 1x8 red one horizontally, kind of perpendicular, next to the black ones.
So let's pause. Black, black, correct. Red, red, correct. And behind that, yellow on the right, white on the left. So you've got
Okay.
basically a long
What
line.
size yellow?
4x4 yellow, 4x4 white.
4x4. We don't
I'm
have
sorry,
any.
the
2x2.
the square.
Okay.
2x2. Right. Sorry, 4x4. So
And those
then,
are next to the 2 red ones.
And those are, so they're all in a line. So black,
Okay.
black, red, red, white, white. And then the long red one
Mhm.
is at the back,
Okay. Next to the yellow
holding
and
the
white.
yellow, black, and red together.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, 1 more minute in your groups.
So these were the 4x4s.
All right, send up your representatives.
Okay, Wendy, so I can only process a little bit of information. So we're wondering if the red 1x8 is across from the yellow and red on the second level. So the second level, what should we have there?
So the second level, the skinny red 1x8
Yes,
it starts at the back so that you can see 2 of the black on the
the bottom.
front on the bottom.
Okay.
You can see 2 of the black brick attachers
Okay.
up front, and then on the opposite side, on the very outer edge, holding the 2x2 and then the 4x2 together is the yellow 1x4, and then the red 1x4 sits right in front of it so that you can see 2 of
So
the black round pieces up on the front.
Round pieces.
You know how you have the black brick and there's the attach.
Sorry. Okay, 1 minute in your groups.
So in the middle,
Yes.
you've got, so you already have the red on the one side and the red and yellow on the other
Yes.
side. Going down the middle, starting at the very front,
Yes.
you are going to have the very light green
Yes.
2x1.
Yeah.
And right behind that, there's going to be a brown 4x4.
Okay. And the front is the black.
and the front is the black.
Okay.
So in the front, if you
Green,
looked at
brown.
it,
Yep,
so
I
if you
gotcha.
looked at it from above, you have two open spots, and then you've got the centerpiece that's got light green, brown, and they're right
Yes.
next to each other. Now, I'm going to pause that. You are going to stack the thin red
Yeah.
on top or underneath the white 6x2, and then underneath that will be the red. So it'll be
Okay.
red, white, blue.
Yep.
So, and that is actually going to sit on top of some pieces that are hidden, and we don't really know what they are.
All right. What does
So
it look
does-
like overall?
So overall, it looks like you've got an extra layer, and that starts at the back.
Okay.
But if you're looking from behind, instead of the two up front on the outside, there are two open on the inside, and it's sort of like an open hangar. If you're thinking about a tugboat, there's like an open space that you could go into. I know it's making no sense to you because I can see it on your face, but I know that you can do this.
Red, white, and
And
blue.
you can do it right away. Red, white, and blue.
All right, so let's take a look at what we have. How'd you do?
So, really,
Not
you-
good?
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. See, I
Given this experience, I'm curious. Think about what worked effectively in terms of your communication strategy.
I think, especially when I went up the second round, just to sort of say, what do you need?
Mm-hmm.
Because
That was great.
I'm not sure the first time through they got a lot of information.
Okay.
And so to just pause and say, where did you leave off? Because if we gave new instructions without them starting where they left off, then it would just be confusing.
Yeah, so you really helped to ensure that you were aligned at one place. You said, yeah, that was great. So
Yeah.
tell me more about what your
That
thoughts
was really
were.
helpful because I wasn't sure. Sometimes I wasn't sure what Damon was gonna say, and he just said, "What do you need?" I'm like, "Oh, great! I can just ask him things." That reduced my stress levels a lot. And then we basically had to confirm all the stuff from the first time, and we made some changes which were helpful.
You know, in this situation, we had two separate teams, and yet the goal was really to help the other team recreate the pre-assembled building. What might you do in the future to work better as a
I
team?
think the meeting before the meeting is setting the agenda and say, okay, we've got all these blocks, we know what it looks like, you have the blocks, you don't know what it looks like, how do you want us to convey the information to you? Because depending on what type of group you're working with, some people may prefer information one way versus another. If you don't know, then you're going to potentially get something that does not end up like the true end product you want to get to.
And I feel like we kind of got lucky that we talked about the blocks being 1x8s or 2x4s, and they also were. giving the information. So I feel like we got a little bit lucky in that because you can describe these in lots of different ways.
And that was helpful because my orientation was not thinking about that. It was like the color, whether they were long, whether they were high. So having that similar language about how we're going to approach it was very helpful to me.
What might our takeaway be? What might we want to keep in mind when we're communicating in the course?
Yeah, if you're running out of time and you try to cram information in, they're going to forget what they already knew.
Probably more valuable to ask them what their takeaways or needs are.
Yeah. Asking them what they need. Less is more, too, sometimes.
Well, I think it's important for a sense of camaraderie in that, no matter what you bring back, people will make the most of it. So that it's, again, the whole idea of effort over perfection.